So
that.
I thought about it, right? And I was looking at this video that Trap Lore Ross did, right? Where he was talking about the situation between Yellow Beezy and Mo3.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do this way better. And I listened to it. I'm like, even if I'm reporting on crimes that I saw on YouTube, it's not a good look for somebody in the culture. Right? It's like I heard Flakko tell T-Rail, like, he solves crimes on YouTube. That's what his channel is about. And he understands what he does. Yet criminals sit down with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that means Trap Lore Ross is solving crimes. That means all of these guys are solving crimes on YouTube. That's what they're doing. They're not reporting on albums and shit. No, they talking about the crimes. They going into details. They talking about how this beef started. They putting it all together. So I can't do it as a part of the culture, even though my talent allows me to, but actually my dedication to the culture itself will not see it through. It's not possible. Right? Like, it's like, nah, I can't do that. But that video, right, is 54 minutes and it was like at 1 million views. So we started talking about easily somewhere between a $50,000 video for something where he's sitting in one location and chopping up pieces of other shit he found on YouTube to tell a story. That's how much money Lex they are making talking about us and our situations. Like, Tupac Must Die was the closest I came to it, and it felt funny. It was like, damn, even though this is public, this shit still feel weird. I asked that nigga Keith. I was like, Keith, man, you cool with this? You cool if I put this out, man? Like, gee, I don't give a fuck. I was like, okay.
Oh, you actually asked him?
Hell yeah. Can't just be going around, you know what I mean? Just, even if it's public information, and that's my point. Like, once we lodged into street urban culture, we stuck here. So I'm saying, how do we monetize this culture in the same regards that they are doing it? But I realize what makes a difference. And Flakko gave away the goods. They solve crimes on YouTube. They're like detectives.
Yeah, because with that David situation, they had solved that. I mean, like, I don't know what's been going on lately though, but they said they mentioned that freezer like months ago, and now they done.
Is this too deep or something?
What's happening?
I'm asking Lex and Pete, is this too deep? Is this too crazy? Is it too weird? This conversation?
No, not too deep.
Okay, cool.
Lex.
I just think we undervalue something that people keep showing us that have made multiple people, including Act, Vlad, and Adam, multi-millionaires.
Well, I think also though, it's not as if.
Back to, sorry.
No. Pete.
You got it. No. I'm deferring.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that. Like, I've been using the term lately. They just paying the toll, man. They're not getting them people to come sit down with them like that though. So I think then that's just, you know what I'm saying. I mean, we all know that though, and so I don't know how the coach will look at them as if, you know what I'm saying, they really got an honorable sit down with the person that you speak of though. You know what I mean? But it is taken on like that though after it's done. So I get what you're saying.
But I don't know if there's no such thing as honorable in the internet space. Like, there are people that think certain people have the coach, and you talk shit about him, you won't do nothing to him. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you, but it's a pickup. Somebody else is like background picking up.
That's my.
Yeah. That.
So I'm just thinking to myself, like, huh? So yeah, people really believe in that. They really, really believe in that. And I think we at a place now to where we need to, which is why we launched the Gatekeepers Pod.
Mm-hmm.
This is the pressure that's there. Like, it's time to start having the hard conversations out front, to start setting the bar on exactly what it's worth. What should brothers be charging to go sit down with these people? to allow them to breathe the same air as us.
How much think a good price record for somebody to sit down with Prince Lex? How much should Prince be charging somebody to sit down with them and pick his brain?
Well, I don't think it should be about the fee, the talking fee. I think it should be about the integrity of, like, what is the purpose of this information? Me telling my story, giving you context and all that stuff. That stuff is priceless. We'll never see those times again. So how will that information serve the kids of the future? Why would kids want to even hear that story? Man, who are you giving your story to? Do you trust them? I don't trust Ack.
So I was kind of happy when I sent.
I don't trust Ack.
When I'm gonna say real quick, I was kind of happy when I seen, cause I like Al Prophet. I like Al Prophet, and that's who Prince had sat down with. And that's the first person he sat down with. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. And I'm saying he chose to sit down with him, and he didn't go over there and go sit down at No Jumper or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Al Prophet's a good journalist. You know what I'm saying? That does some good, you know what I'm saying, knowledgeable reporting on.
I think everyone should write a book. Everyone should write a book first.
Yeah. So
you can see your thoughts on paper. You can sit with them and think about it. Then before you disseminate that stuff, like, this man is in the middle of writing a film. He didn't write his first draft and say it's ready. He's on his fourth draft. Well, you just don't get in front of a microphone and start talking. Who's worthy? Go ahead.
That's what it is right there. No, you hit it right there. Who's worthy enough to have to sit across for somebody like that? That's what you're basically trying to state, though, too. And I don't think neither one of those. I'm gonna say the name, the Trap Lord, Adam 22. They're not really, like, I'm saying, worthy to have the culture cachet of somebody like, I'm saying, a legendary person that made it through the storms.
But I'm gonna tell you why they are probably the kind of people that needs to do it, that should be doing it. Because they're going to ask them the questions that none of us would ask them. And there's a desire to bear souls right now. Like, people want to bear their soul. People want to tell you, they want to lift the burden of things that they've done in their life or in this life, feel me, off, and they want to share it. So I do think it's a value for what they do. I'm just trying to figure out, how do we take advantage of it? Right? How do we as a culture get our hands back on our thing that we are now sharing? Because that's what hip hop was, right? Hip hop was, at least at that time, that person was somebody from the culture. Even if they were artistic version of it, they're from the culture. Now we got people that are outside of the culture, getting access. So, like, that thing has kind of started to replace hip hop. Like, you can go right to the culture now. You don't even need the artistic merit. Which is why I was telling Pete a couple weeks ago, right? Like, we're going to have to pair this with some level of fine art. Like, that's the only chance. Other than that, the artistic merit, the artistic version of it is kind of in jeopardy. Because there is no product already, right? There is no product. Music is not spreading. Like, whether we understand it or not, music still used to spread a certain way. I know we like to feel like a lot of it is organic and it's spread because it was just this great song, but it's like, no, that's like if a song was good, you feel me? You could put it through the system and everybody would have access to it, right? And that's how it was spread. Today, even a good song like Gang Gang is not really, it's not the number one song on radio when it should be. It's not, right? We learn about it through people doing this particular dance on TikTok, on blah, blah, blah. And then here it is at some parties, and it's at a faint amount of radio stations. And then here go the streaming apps pushing it. That's the depth of it. So I'm saying that's the depth of it.